Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. My name is Marie Dutz and this is my life with 9. I just wanted to come to you and give you a quick video of me just cleaning. Sometimes as a mom and as a parent, there's so much on our plate that it can be overwhelming. And this was one of the days that I didn't really feel like doing this. But I decided to get in there and just start cleaning. And one thing about cleaning, when you get started and you start to see the results, there's some encouragement going on there. So I just wanted to let you know that when those days come in, it's okay. This is me cleaning my stove. We've had several meals and things have spilled all over. And so I am just taking some baking soda, Dawn dish soap with some water. I even use some of the ceramic top glass cleaner and whatever I had on hand. Sometimes we're looking for special ingredients, but sometimes we don't even want to go outside to go get things or just don't have that availability. And today was one of the busy days. I had Bible study later on with the kids and my husband. So I just said, you know what, let me just put a concoction together and start cleaning. And sometimes that's what we need to do. I wanted to give this as an encouragement to all the moms out there, even the single people. Life can get a little hectic, but getting down there and just, doing what you can do with what you have is sometimes all you need to do. So as you can see, I'm just scrubbing all along, making sure that I can get as many of the debris from the previous meals up. I'm using the Scrub Daddy. I really like the Scrub Daddy. I've used it several times now, and I like how durable it is versus other sponges. And it's kind of easier to drain because of all the holes in the sponge. So you can do that. A lot of people use baking soda, which you just see me showing you right now. And the baking soda really helps when you let it sit for a good time. You're going to see later on that I'll pour vinegar on it to kind of activate it. But there were some of the stains that would not lift. So I used a little bit of the oven cleaner. And I sprayed all over. I don't usually like to use it because the chemical smell is so strong. And so you'll see that I'll use just a little bit of it, but that's really not my favorite way to do it. I'd rather just do it the more natural way. I'm pouring vinegar on the top as well because there's vinegar on the top. There's baking soda on the top. So I'm pouring it everywhere to activate it so it could foam up and just remove all the debris. And so my family is out right now. A lot of them are at school and my husband's at work. So I'm just using this quiet time, and you'll hear later on that I'm listening to some audiobooks. I love to do that. I'm doing 2 things at one time. I'm kind of, giving myself some motivation through those books. And I'm also getting things done. Also throughout the day, right after I cleaned everything, I also made food. While I'm doing this, I previously put my chicken in to marinate. I kind of used a brine, used whatever I had on hand, put some water, and let it sit for a while. So maybe about an hour of me cleaning the stove, and then I did some dishes, and I just took care of what I could take care of, and then I ended up cleaning so much more. So I just wanted to really encourage you. You're doing your best and you just keep doing it. Do one thing at a time. I don't have any special tools. I'm using what I have. I had a cloth that I usually use around the kitchen. The best thing to do with these type of cloths is to make sure you clean it really well and dry it out as best as you can by wringing it out, because if you leave it wet overnight, it's terrible. But as long as you keep maintaining it, it will do the job. I didn't have a microfiber cloth or anything of that nature. I just use what I have. And sometimes use just what you have. It's okay. You're doing the job. As you can tell, you're seeing the stovetop look so much better. I even removed the knobs, and I added it to some soapy water to kind of remove any debris on the knobs, because those are needed to be taken care of. I've wiped down all the corners and all the top, the entire top of the stove. And I'm going back to the glass part. That's the part that is a pet peeve for me. When I do a deep clean, I will show you how I really get in there and make that thing as clear as day. But this was just a quick clean when I didn't feel like doing it. So even when those days you don't feel like doing it, you just hunker yourself down and you do it, you'll feel really proud of yourself. Perfection is the goal, but to be honest, nothing is perfect as long as we keep trying. Every day that we get up and go is the goal. And you'll see me doing workouts because I am trying to lose this weight. After all, 8 kids, I have gains quite a few pounds. So that's another thing that I will be doing. Come along on the journey, and we'll do it together. I'll even show you the foods that I'll be eating and how great it is to be a part of a community just to support one another. We're not looking to everybody's standards. We're looking to do our best. And this is what I was doing. I was doing my best. I was cleaning up all the grime, picking up all the vinegar as much as I can, and then I'll clean it up again and wipe down the entire stove. Right here, you see me using a knife that I usually use for cleaning. I usually have like certain bowls and knives that I keep away from the family. If I'm cleaning with it, I'm not going to use it for my family. So this is one of the knives that I'm just trying to get as much of the grime up. I was contemplating the oven spray. I didn't really want to use it, so I was just trying to find a way to have an alternative to it. So this is another option. If you don't use the oven spray, you can use the old knife. Brillo is amazing. That is really good. And if you have the time, you let it soak overnight. But the oven spray does pick it up faster. It breaks the grease down. It breaks the debris down much faster than this. But this is another alternative for you if you would like to use it. I thought this was going to be the satisfying moment I was looking for. Everything up, everything clean, but no. So I had to use the oven cleaner. And I even ended up coughing because of this thing. So it's really something I don't like using. But it did help tremendously at the end. Now you see me washing dishes. So I had these dishes lined up. So what I usually like to do is separate them. I put the bowls on one side. I put the plates and everything. I'm putting some soap in my dispenser, getting armed and ready to go. And you'll see me washing those dishes. What I like to do to encourage myself in the process is take a couple of dishes or cups and place them on the side. And when I see that pile is like really getting too high, I start to rinse it off. And it kind of lets me have like this little instant gratification of the dishes going down. And sometimes because of the size of my household, we need a minimum of 10 plates. So plates can pile up so quickly. If I were to show you how long I would be washing these dishes, it would be for a good hour. Because sometimes I would go back and rewash it. If I would feel grease stains, which is something I really hate. So that's just some of the things that I do to kind of motivate me because of the amount of dishes that we have. You might even ask, why aren't you using your dishwasher? We do have a dishwasher. It is functional. It's just not something that I'm used to. I'm originally from New York. We didn't grow up with dishwashers. We were the dishwashers. I am trying to get more accustomed to it. So dishwashing is usually done manually in my home. But I will be working on incorporating that to make my life easier and to make things go much quicker than how they are, washing it like one by one and rinsing it and all that. So you'll be seeing me using the dishwasher much more. I also want to say thank you for subscribing and liking these videos and also sharing them. As my YouTube channel is new, again, I am a mom of 8 with a family of 10, and there's so many adventures that we have. I'm so happy to have you along, and please don't forget to ring that bell. And I want to leave you with these 2 verses, Matthew 11, verse 28 and 29. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart. You will find rest for your souls. Those were the words of Jesus. God bless.